This lack of compassion and care for other people is disgusting and hard to understand. First, narcissists are the worst kind of people who drain your emotions. The narcissist feeds off your humanity, your honesty, and your abilities as a person with a working conscience. They do it because it gives them a rush to be in charge of other people, to have power over you and use it to scare, control, and hurt you. But at what price? When you give up your very self to make it happen, what are you really giving up? Narcissists lose mental stability, you lose mental stability, can't tell the difference between dreams and reality, and can't take in or remember information. Your point of view changes, and so does the way you feel. They don't care if you forget who you are, they don't care about how much damage they cause. The only thing that matters to them is getting the energy and resources they need. Extreme gaslighting is the second biggest sin. They change your story, how you felt, and how you saw them. What were they thinking? Since they were determined to repeat what you said, of course. If they could just control your story, they could get what they want from you, force you to do things, and get you to agree to things you wouldn't have otherwise. They wrap their psychic arms around you and squeeze until you give in to their reality. When you were around them, your ideas about yourself, reality, and the world as a whole were changed, reshaped, and distorted. What was the evil plan of the narcissist until they were able to use you so that they can get your support, which lets them take responsibility for things you didn't do, fault you didn't have, and blame for things you did. Willful ignorance is the third deadly sin. Narcissists are always right about what they want and what they need. They know that all they have to do is be kind, respectful, self-aware, and responsible, but they don't really realize it. They are ready to do things on their own. Think back to the good times when the narcissist was worried that you might leave the relationship or that they might lose control over you. They changed some things about themselves and became more pleasant people. I don't understand why people would act like that when they knew that was exactly what you needed to keep the relationship going. But they knew they had to make you beg for the bare minimum of respect, understanding, compassion, presence, intention, love, and care to keep the connection alive. It's important to remember all the great things that can help a relationship grow. They didn't let you do anything you asked for on purpose. Fourth, they tried to hurt your reputation when they couldn't control you directly. Even after they found out that the lies they were spreading were not true, they kept doing it. They made up all these lies about you to hurt you. Where did this idea come from? It came from their pure, animalistic hatred. It's hard to realize that this is the behavior of a bad person. This is the behavior of a bad person, not a person with a disorder. They are not ready or willing to think about the disordered part of their personality right now. This is an awful thing to happen. Evil is doing something you know you shouldn't, knowing that the other person is your partner and that if they found out the truth, it would hurt them. And when they find you, you try to make them look bad. If you're not bad, I don't know what you are. I don't know what's worse than that. Narcissism, which can destroy a person's ability to trust, makes this betrayal unforgivable by lying to you all the time and ruining your time together. They betray you in the worst way possible. They lie all the time, so you can never be sure of what the truth is. When you leave the situation and go back to the real world, you'll see that it was all a dream. As soon as you realize and wake up to the fact that it was all a lie, the whole relationship and situation are revealed to you as a lie. The sixth sin is hurting other people physically. Not all narcissists are physically violent, but those who are can make their victims feel so unsafe that they can't imagine being around anyone else. A victim might not feel safe again for years or even decades, because they are always afraid that the person who hurt them will come back and hurt them again. They don't feel good being themselves, because they are being traumatized by the narcissist's mental and physical abuse. They are triggered by settings that are still unstable or places that are completely safe. Since my own father was a narcissist, I think people who hurt others physically are terrible. When someone uses physical violence, you don't see yourself, you see someone who has lost all compassion. Also, they can use and then throw away. Due to their sense of superiority and entitlement, they see other people as things that can be thrown away. This is also how they get supplies or get away from people who are after them. When they go after someone, it's not because they care about that person, want to get to know them, build a relationship with them, or make a positive difference in their lives. Instead, they want money, sex, material gain, or something else that has nothing to do with love, compassion, care, or pure humanity. They don't see the person, just the benefits they can get from manipulating and tricking them into falling into their trap. They treat people like things, which feeds their animal instincts and shows how much they only care about themselves and staying alive. So, in conclusion, the impact of being in a relationship with a narcissist is significant. Narcissism is a personality disorder characterized by grandiosity, a lack of empathy, and a need for admiration. Victims of narcissists can experience a lot of emotional pain and may feel confused, hurt, and unable to move on with their lives. Narcissists use manipulation and gaslighting to make their victims adopt their own reality, making victims feel worse emotionally. Narcissists do not take responsibility for their actions and often blame their victims, seeing other people as things they can use for their own good. Victims often struggle to heal and get over the trauma. The 7 cardinal sins that narcissists commit involve draining emotions,